Welcome to Waldorf Live, everybody. I'm your host, Annette Gomez. Well, today was election day, and we had a chance to sit down with some citizens and find out what the thought process was before they went behind the ballot. And this is what they had to say. What was different about this election for you?
Being that Kamala will be the first presidential candidate, and also hopefully she will win, but also having for women to have the reproduction right to vote for what their body is, what they can do with their body. And so I thought that was really big because I didn't really like that you cannot choose what you want to do for abortions and stuff like that.
Jordan, what felt different this year for you?
Uh, Honestly, nothing. I'm sorry. It felt exactly like it did
Politics.
4 years ago and 8 years ago. But the last 8 years have felt different because of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You know,
What kinds of things were you looking at when you were casting your ballot, before you cast your ballot, Jordan?
the same things as I always do. I vote Democrat, and aside from hating black people, brown people, women, gays, and Asians, Donald Trump is a terrific person.
Not much left there, Jordan. Not
Pretty
much left there.
Not much left there, is there? So yeah, that's what I am totally befuddled by the undecided voter. This is the biggest mystery known to mankind, because I don't think you could come up with two more opposite choices in terms of polar opposites, how you can be undecided. I mean, how do they eat? Right? How do they decide what they're going to eat every day if they can't decide between Kamala and Donald Trump?
Daniel, you are a first-time voter. Let's talk about that.
I think it's very exciting. I think the youth of today should go and vote now. If they're able to vote, they should vote. Every vote matters at the end of the day.
Maya, is this the first time for you?
Yeah.
Talk to me individually about what made you, I don't have to know who you voted for, but what made you cast the ballot or tip the scale?
So, I think it was mostly the ads and stuff like that, like the media and stuff. Because at the end of the day, you have to do your own research and see if your morals align with the person you're voting for. And so I found myself very aligned with the person I voted for, and that's why I chose to vote, you know?
That's a great way to look at it, Daniel, because a lot of people don't think like that at your age. Maya, was it the same for you?
Yeah, I feel like it's so crazy if, Donald Trump wins. And I feel like, I just can't let that happen personally.
So give me 3 things that individuals need to think about before they were casting the ballot, maybe between the two of you.
I think they need to think about where they stand at as in this country for sure, where their views align with, A second thing, I think, is if they want something to change, they should vote for the person that think they could bring the change.
Maya, anything for you?
Vote for who you want to vote for.
You're too young to vote, but tell me why you came out.
I came out to vote with my mom to see how the process of voting goes, and how when I'm eventually able to vote, how I'm supposed to go through that process.
Cheyenne, tell me something, because this is like a lesson outside of the classroom for you. Would you say that?
Yes, I feel like it's a good experience that young people should go out and see how that process is so they can learn something new.
And I heard you talking to your mom a little bit earlier. You talked about a little bit of history and what this really means and how your ancestors fought for it. You want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, I feel like as Black people, we should go out and vote, especially because it was fought for us. So we should respect that and vote because of that.
Voting is our way of that's our main voice. That's the way citizens have power. So by voting, we tell the government how we want things to happen, basically. And if we don't vote, then why would they care what we think?
Rahad, what kind of decisions kind of led you to cast your vote? What kinds of topics were you looking at?
I mean, there's so many issues to think about, of course, higher wages for people, because, inflation's going up, but wages aren't going up at the same time or the same rate. And, of course, social issues, when people are losing rights left and right, women lost a right for abortion in a lot of states. So that's crazy. We got to, protect that.
So, Jeff, was this election different for you, and how?
It was my first time voting in about 8 years. Mainly because I had to vote in person. I had to vote. I was in the military, so I had to do a absentee ballot. So my first time voting in person in a while, which was pretty cool. It was different. I feel like we should be able to text in our votes like they do on American
It's
Idol.
there. It's probably on the list, Jeff.
Yeah.
What kinds of things are running through your mind for the last couple of months, Jeff?
To be honest, who to actually vote for? Just completely honest, because I was really torn between the two, Trump and Kamala Harris. But I came to my decision like yesterday. Really didn't care for him too much as a lot of the bashing going back and forth between the two. I just wanted to hear the facts. And like I said, that was the only reason why I was torn in between the two, because I wasn't hearing facts. I was hearing name calling and slander. It's like, that's not what this is about, but that's what it turns into.
We are here with Danielle and her daughter. Danielle, explain to me why it was so important for you to vote today.
Just to be able to continue the fight and to be able to have a say in what it is and who, my daughter would have to kind of be a part of, listening to and, having her dreams surrounded by. So I just wanted to make sure that I did my part. Definitely a lot of power in this, in making the decision. It would be a history either way, history making either way. So definitely a powerful election. I thought the lines were going to be long, but I was like, let me get her out of school and get here as soon as I can, again, do my part.
That'll do it, everybody. Stay with us. We've got more coming up in the hour.